important doctor's appointment yesterday. Did he have it, and what were the results?
Yeah, he did. It was good. I think he got back late last night. He cleared him for the next steps, which is, we can push him a little bit harder, not against players, but more football stuff and those type of dynamic cuts and everything. And hopefully he has a real good week of it, and we can talk about easing him into practice.
Have you decided if you're going to play your ones on Sunday?
Yeah, I want to play a number of them. I won't say all of them, but like to get a lot of them in there for at least a little bit. We wanted these 3 practices to go through before we could evaluate that, so we haven't told each player specifically, but yeah, the plan, you guys will see some ones.
Does that include Brock?
Most likely. No. I mean, right now, I plan on Brock going, but that could change, but most likely.
After with Dobbs.
We haven't told them yet, so I got to tell them first.
So Aaron Banks,
He broke his pinky, had surgery this morning. We're hoping to have him back by week 1.
How would you characterize, actually wanting to play, have these practices, you had to cancel with injuries, we know who's out. Would you say it's been a disjointed just because of that camp, or do you think things are going okay?
No, I think we've definitely been in this situation before with injuries. I thought we had good luck the last 2 years with them. I want to say our luck's been horrible this year because there hasn't been a lot of long-term ones. But just like we had a 1 week where we missed a lot of starters, and the 2s and 3s had to do a ton for 1 week. Had to carry it all versus Tennessee, and then just to get them on a plane 2 days later to take them to LA to scrimmage New Orleans, to then come back here 2 days later, and then to get on a plane 3 days later to go to Vegas. It was too much. So that was a smart thing for the scrimmage and the way we had it out, but I wouldn't say it was any more drastic than it's been some other years.
Is Pearsall far enough along that you think you can get him ready for week 1?
I hope so. I mean, we'll find out when he gets back and where he is. And, we got another week here of camp. We got 2 weeks after. I forget what the days are. I think it's like 27 days or something. So that's enough time. He's able to run and do all those things, do our walkthroughs, things like that. But just want to protect him from hits and things like that so he doesn't have a setback.
You look at Pooney, Mustafa, Green. Does this rookie class look like you guys can have people that can contribute like right away as opposed to maybe farther along?
Yeah, I think it does. You hope that's not the case, but that's stuff you can't control, and it's always next man up. And we've had a number of rookies who've got a lot of reps here in training camp who've done very well with their opportunity, and I think those guys will be ready. We'll see if they need to be.
When do you get to the point on a hold-in where you say, okay, we're done with this, you either have to practice or you're getting fined?
I think it has to do with when they have injuries and stuff, so I don't sit there and kind of play that game. That's how the league works right now. That's how the rules are. You have a hold-in, guys usually have something wrong with them, so they can keep doing that. And so I just coach the team.
Not getting into specific finances, but this team as close as it is to a championship, do you understand maybe fans or whoever saying, why not just keep going with the money? Why would you risk your best chance at a Super Bowl over whatever the money terms are? Do you understand that?
I understand the question, yeah, but I don't look into anything just as a one-year deal. I think everything's tied together. I think we're as aggressive as we can be every year. And everything is connected to each other too. Wherever you go one spot, you got to go less at another. So it's not as simple as that perspective. I totally get that from a fan standpoint and everything. If it was that simple, I think it'd be a lot easier to figure things out. But too many things do connect and tie together with that, and that's why these things can be difficult.
Kyle, you've been pretty adamant. You've been pretty adamant about how much you enjoy joint practices. Now that it's Friday, what are the pros and cons of not having joint practice this week?
Just how bored we are going against each other. That's the main thing. Came in today, and it was the same routine that we've done a number of days in a number of weeks in a row. I remember seeing Mick Lombardi this morning. We go over to the team meeting clips and stuff I'm going to show. And right when he walked in this morning, I'm like, gosh, this is getting old meeting with you every morning here. And he goes, I feel the same. I go, I think everyone feels that same right now. What have I done the last day on this day for the last 8 years, not counting COVID? And we've been scrimmaging someone, which is just less boring. And then we usually cancel walkthrough. Let all the players get an early start for their rookie show. They usually do the night before this second game, which they'll be doing Saturday. And then since we're all usually in a hotel together, all the position players usually go out for dinner together, and the coaches go out for dinner together. So we were doing that today. We were canceling walkthrough, allowing the rookies to put some work into their show because that is important to us on Saturday. And I know guys aren't all in a hotel. Some guys have family and stuff, but I think most of the guys are going to go out to dinner tonight with the groups.
And then not having the joint practice, how does that change what you want to get from the game on Sunday?
Not much. I mean, sometimes when you compete against another squad and your starters get so much reps versus them, sometimes I rest them for that game because of it. Not doing that, I might play them a little bit more.
You know who plays against the Saints?
Well, probably some of them, not all of them. Haven't totally decided.
The perception always is the coach is going to want guys in just because they want them to play. You don't have to always worry about what's going on in financing. You haven't really ever expressed something like that. But is it hard to just not say, let's just get the guys in and let's go win football games?
If I only understood 40% of the business, I think that would be extremely hard for me. But yeah, I don't think you can be like that as a head coach, you got to know the big picture, and it all ties together. So, hell yeah, you want every player in camp, and you want every player healthy, and you want to be working at everything every single day. But that's not the reality of our league. That's not the reality of our situation.
I want to make sure I understand. Are you saying if there's a hold-in and you force the issue, that you would expect like a Jalen Ramsey in Jacksonville type of situation where, oh, my back hurts and I'm just not playing?
I'm just saying when you guys call it a hold-in, and I'm not disagreeing with you guys on that, but people say that they're hurt. And I think BA's got a sore back right now, and it is what it is.
Are you hurt?
Always. I'm getting old.
Sounds like progress is being made with Trent Williams' situation, but we're right on that 3-week window before the season. If something is able to get done, say, next week, is that enough time to get him ready for the opener, or are you making plans to move forward with Jalen?
I make plans to move forward with everybody. I'm not just, whether it's a contract issue, from the perspective of a coach going through with contract stuff, I just try to equate it to, we have big plans for Trent at tackle. We got big plans for BA. But just as easily as a contract thing holding him out, they could also come and get hurt the first day and not have him the rest of the year. In 2020, we planned on having Bosa the whole year, and he tore his ACL in week 2. Same with Jimmy in his second year. He tore his ACL in week 3. The result's not much different. You got to always be ready for stuff as a coach like that. So that's what you plan every day, whether they're here or not.
What have you seen from Jalen so far in camp?
I think he's had a hell of a camp. I think he had a hell of a year last year too. Especially with Trent. Never practicing on Wednesdays and stuff with his age. Jalen always gets those reps on Wednesdays. He's got this whole camp against Bosa, Leonard, Etur, all these guys. So he's only gotten better, and have a lot of confidence to play with Jalen.
On the radio, obviously you said the Ayuk situation could go any number of ways. You did express confidence that the Trent situation will eventually be resolved. Is that a fair characterization?
Yes, I think so.
What gives you the optimism that that is just maybe a matter of time?
I think we got to work out a contract thing, and I think Trent, I haven't spoken to him, but I think we'll be able to work that out.
What's Ben Barch's injury?
Knee irritation. No.
What's your assessment of Cowing? He caught a nice ball today, deep ball.
He's done a good job. He's been behind the 8 ball with some injuries, so he's, this is his first full week of getting through a week with no setbacks. It's always rough at first, but I think he's improved each day. Looked like today, I'll see the film, but it seemed like it was one of his better days today. Hopefully he'll get a lot of playing time in the game and be able to get through and get that experience and keep stacking those days up.
Videotape the rookie shows, and have there been any legendary performances throughout the year?
They've been pretty disappointing the last couple of years. That's why I'm telling them that we're canceling walkthrough for them to practice and making the threats that if it's not good enough, they'll be doing it Monday and Tuesday also. So hopefully that'll work. All right, thanks, guys.